All right, let's face it. Most guys can talk to women in a friendly, platonic way, but they have no idea how to show their sexual interest to a woman in a way that doesn't make them look creepy or needy or get them rejected. Don't worry if you also feel that way, because as a wing girl and coach to hundreds of thousands of men all around the world, this is one of the most common problems I see guys experiencing. So much that I did an entire masterclass on this topic. In that masterclass, me and my head wing girl, Nadia, who is amazing, showed guys exactly how to display their sexual intent to a woman in a way that actually creates intense attraction. And today, I wanted to give you a small taste of what we taught in this masterclass and show you exactly how you should convey your sexual interest to a woman so that you don't look creepy, you don't look needy, you don't get rejected, and you activate her desire in the process. In fact, what I'm about to show you is the only fail-proof way to get on a woman's sexual radar and avoid being just a friend or a colleague. So pay attention and watch the video till the very end. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I'm gonna be your very own personal wing girl. And every week, I'm gonna give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective ways to win over any girl you like. So hit that subscribe button now so that you never miss a video. All right, are you ready to pull your pants up and dive into how to correctly express your sexual interest in a woman? Then you're gonna need to make sure those pants are pulled up properly using belts from today's video sponsor, Anson Belts, the most stylish and affordable belts men have seen in a while. Not only are they high quality, beautiful, eye-catching belts that get you complimented all the time, but their box sets give you 3 buckles and 2 different straps, and you can mix and match all of them, so you get 6 belts in one because of their interchangeable technology. They have so many different strap materials and then a ton of different options for the buckles. Plus, their belts are made to fit you perfectly. You actually cut the strap to size and then lock into the buckle, like you can see over here. And then their micro-adjustable design allows you to fit the belt perfectly with its 30 grooves, each 1/4 inch apart, and these belts are so pretty, but in the most manly way possible, obviously. They also have 26,000 5-star reviews, and because Anson Belt is sponsoring this video, they are giving you a special limited time offer. All you have to do is click the special link in the description box below or go to ansonbelt.com/Marni and get an amazing discount. And I recommend getting the box of 3 buckles and 2 straps, giving you 6 possible belt combos, all for under $100, and it's also great as a gift. Again, these belts are amazing and signal to women, I'm a man and I'm about to express sexual interest with confidence, which I'll teach you how to do right now. But one more thing, I want to start off by acknowledging that showing sexual intent or letting a woman know that you want to be more than just friends is no doubt a scary task, because if you show a woman that you're interested in her, you give her the chance to reject you. So I get it. You give her the chance to say, sorry, I don't feel the same way, or something like that. And that hurts all of us, no matter who we are. Rejection is painful, and we try to avoid it. So that's completely understandable. I get it. Moreover, lots of men just aren't sure how to show interest without being perceived as creepy or needy. They're told by many people that it will be creepy and needy to show intent. And that is a genuine concern to have, because if you do it in the wrong way, you will be seen as creepy or needy. However, the problem is, if you don't show a woman clearly that you're sexually interested in her, you're absolutely guaranteed to end up in the friend zone or in no zone. So just think about it. If a guy never communicated his interest in me, how would I know he wants to be more than friends? Even if I like him at first or over some time, I will assume he probably doesn't like me because he only treats me as a friend and nothing more. Now you might say, why can't women take the lead and show their interest more proactively? Well, it's because women are terrified of rejection as well. We're scared. So it's also tough for us to take the lead in the hopes that the guy who has never shown a lot of sexual interest feels similarly. On top of that, many women's worst nightmare is to be seen as easy to get. So they don't take the risk of acting super interested. Plus, so many dating coaches who advise women tell them how attractive it is to men. That means whether you like it or not, it's up to you, the guy, to take charge. Now, the good news is displaying your intent without looking creepy or needy or getting rejected is actually fairly simple as long as you understand one thing. You will look creepy or needy if you are creepy or needy. That feeling women get from a man that he's creepy comes from a man's self-doubt or him covering up his true wants. It doesn't feel consistent or congruent and therefore sends a creepy vibe to women because it feels off, which means you will never be seen as creepy if you don't act creepy, aka openly display your intent to women unapologetically. It's okay to feel attracted to a woman. It's also okay to express that attraction to a woman. Do I mean humping her leg in the middle of the street or grabbing her boobs or spitting out explicit sexual statements to her at first meeting? No, I don't mean any of that. That's super extreme. But it is okay to be attracted and not cover that up. So how do you do it properly? Well, there are two ways: verbally and non-verbally, with your words, not with your words. So let's cover non-verbally first, because this is typically the method that you'll want to introduce first when interacting with a woman or with women. So method number one is non-verbal intent. Women typically are very good at picking up on a little body language cues that signal interest. So if you give her such non-verbal signs of interest, like for example, let me get ready, speaking in a lower cadence with a lower tone of voice, having a slight playful smirk on your face, making strong eye contact, and initiating physical touch in a respectful but firm manner, she will immediately sense that you are interested without you having to say a word. And it's a really safe and great place to start because it feels less scary and it gives you a chance to feel her out and see how she responds to your non-verbal subtle flirtations. However, it does require practice. So for example, eye contact is the most effective and powerful of the nonverbal tools. It's also something many guys naturally struggle with, and if you're one of them, you are going to need to slowly build the habit of holding a person's gaze like I'm doing now. Similarly, developing a playful smirk like I have on right now can also take time, or knowing how and where to touch a woman. So I actually have a full video on my channel that explains how to do each of these correctly that you should watch after this video. It's actually part of the masterclass that we did, so I'll include that link too. But at the end of the day, when you have these non-verbal behaviors in your arsenal, you can use it to convey your interest so smoothly without coming across as creepy or getting instantly rejected. Now, you don't want to stop at non-verbal signs of interest. It's a great place to get the ball rolling, but it's not enough. We're in the age of obvious right now, and subtle just doesn't always do the trick. So you need to use the second method of showing intent as well, which is verbal. Verbal is my favorite way to display intent because I believe that you only get what you want by asking for it clearly and directly. Combining nonverbal intent with verbal intent is crucial because that way you make your interest as clear as possible and leave no room for doubt. And as a result, you completely eliminate the possibility of just being seen as a friend. So what does verbal intent look like? Well, there are two variations of it, right? There's direct verbal intent and indirect verbal intent. So direct verbal intent involves being confidently vulnerable and telling the girl what you think and feel about her. This by far is the most straightforward way of showing your intent. And don't freak out because I know you think it's gonna make you needy, but it's not. It comes across as extremely bold and assertive, which is very sexy to a woman. Plus, it forces you to communicate emotionally, which is highly attractive and practically unheard of among most men that women meet. Now, telling her how you feel doesn't mean you tell her everything immediately. No gushing and getting emotional or overly emotional, okay? Because how would you react if a woman you hardly knew expressed her undying love for you? You'd think she's weird. It would freak you out. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So the way to do it is to state what you think and feel in the moment. Okay, so for example, wow, you look sexy in that dress. Or I don't know why, but I feel so comfortable talking to you. It's like I've known you for years. Or I have to say, your eyes are absolutely gorgeous. Or I'm really enjoying this conversation. See how I'm mixing it with the nonverbals, but you get the point, right? Simply express how you feel in that moment and don't linger on it. Say it like you mean it, with great eye contact, a good smirk, and then move on and keep the conversation going. That will literally give her butterflies because it is so assertive and so sexy. Direct verbal intent can also be asking a woman out. Hey, I find you attractive and I'd like to take you out sometime. Let's exchange numbers so we can set something up. It can be that simple. That is direct intent. I like you, I want to take you out. It leaves no doubt in her mind about what you want, and what you want is to be more than friends. Now let's talk about the other type of verbal intent, which is indirect verbal intent. And this is a little more advanced because it's all about being flirty and playful, and it involves teasing her and joking around and creating some positive tension, which we love. Now, there are many ways you could approach this, and I've already made multiple videos on flirting tactics, but one of the easiest you can use is playful disagreement. It's one of my favorites, right? So here's how it works. All you have to do is ask her a simple or silly question, then you disagree with her, or you kind of criticize her in a lighthearted way. So here's an example, and I'm sure this is gonna be cheesy, but like, bear with me. So you say, so who's your celebrity crush? And she says, oh, it's definitely Leonardo DiCaprio. He's just so gorgeous. I'm showing my age now by saying this, but you could reply with, seriously? I mean, he looked great in the 90s. I'll give you that. Didn't realize you were that kind of girl. I'm gonna have to rethink this now, right? This will definitely prompt her to defend her choice, and that allows you to tease her more and go into a back and forth banter, which is great for building attraction and desire. You could do this with almost any simple or silly question. Do you like pizzas or burgers? Or, and if she says pizzas, no way. Pizza is like so overhyped. Everybody loves pizza. Of course you like pizza. Joke around with her. Or if she says burgers, really? You're gonna pick burgers over pizza? Okay, have you ever had a good pizza? I mean, this is just a way to be playful. This type of playful disagreement sets you up to banter with the girl and build positive tension, okay? So, moreover, if a man is teasing us, not only do we enjoy it, but we start to think that there might be something more there than a friendship. Plus, this type of playful teasing also makes you look like a confident and assertive man who is not afraid to disagree with us and take risks. And it also separates you from the typical nice guys who don't have the courage to create a little positive tension by teasing girls and by disagreeing with girls. So it's a win in every way possible. That said, by now, I've given you a full overview of what showing intent and interest looks like. So you know that the main two ways to convey your interest in a woman without being creepy or immediately getting rejected or shoved into the friend zone. However, if you want to dive deeper and master each element so you can do these things more naturally, you should click the link below and check out the masterclass that I did with Nadia and for my private clients. It's 2 hours. It's amazing. In that masterclass, we turned the process of showing intent into a simple formula that you can easily remember and use in any conversation with a woman. And not only does our intent formula make your interest clear, but it also lights up the sexual circuits in the female brain and creates a fountain of desire that consumes her body and mind and makes her want you more with each pressing second. In other words, it gives you complete control over how women see you and the relationship you have with him. So if you're tired of being seen as the nice guy, women only view as a friend, and you want more dates and sexual adventures with women you like, just click the link in the description below and check out the full sexual intent masterclass. It's only available for a certain time. I'm gonna put it back in my vault because, then it goes back in my vault and it's never gonna be released again. So get it while you can. And lastly, thanks a lot for watching this video to the very end. I hope you found it useful. And as always, I will see you again next week.